Okay, we have ourselves a fairly easy lesson to give us a break before we hit lesson 54 where it starts getting more complicated. Okay, we're going to do unit conversions. You've been doing this since the beginning of Algebra 1, so it shouldn't be too difficult. You just need to know two conversion factors that you might not know. The one is 100 centimeters is the same as 1 meter. And of course you can flip that around and use it however you need it to get what you want to get. And the other one is 1,000 meters is the same as 1 kilometer. So we're going to use these to get from where we start to where we want to go. So let's look at this first one. It doesn't tell you how many unit multipliers to use. When you were in Algebra 1 it would say use 2 unit multipliers, 3 unit multipliers. This one just says use unit multipliers. So we start with what we have, so it's 7,560 centimeters, and we want to work our way to kilometers. So what that means is we want to get bigger, and we want to be able to cross the centimeters out. So you can see over here, we have this. This would take us from centimeters to meters, and then we can go from meters to kilometers. So we're going to use both of these unit conversions. So we need centimeters to be on the bottom, so I'm going to put 100 centimeters on the bottom. We put that one on the bottom so that the centimeters can cross out, and that leaves us with 1 meter on the top. And then we keep going here. Now we want to get rid of the meters and get kilometers at the end. So this is going to be 100,000 meters over 1 kilometer. That way the meters cross out, and we have exactly what we were looking for. So now that we're in Algebra 2, we could write 7,560 over 100 times 1,000 kilometers, but you have calculators, so just work it out, and you're going to get 0.0756 kilometers. And that's all there is for that. Let's try one more. We want to take yards into meters, so we're going to need another conversion factor, and we always use the one 1 centimeter is equal to 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. I'm just saving space. Normally we write them on top of each other, but I'm going to keep that up there. So with that in mind, let's see if we can do this problem. Actually, we don't even need that. Is it yards? I'm just seeing if I copied the problem wrong. Sorry about that. I think I just skipped one because we can move faster. Yards to meters. Okay. Here we go. Let's use 32 yards to meters. Okay, this one's more fun because we have more unit multipliers. So we want to get to inches so that we can convert from English system to the metric system. So here we go, yards. We can just do really quick conversion, as we can say there's 36 inches in 1 yard. You could convert it first into feet. There's 3 feet in 1 yard, and then go to inches, but hey, why waste time? And now we're going to go into, now that we have our inches, we can use our English to metric conversion. So we have 1 inch, and it's 2.54 centimeters. Now we want to go to meters, so we know that there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter. And you just use your calculator. Look, all these cancel out. Yards. So we have 32, and it will be in meters. So we just use our calculator, we multiply that all out, and in the book, for some reason, they don't give you the answer. They just have everything written out. So I think it's better if you just write it, you just get the answer in your calculator than writing all this out. Over 100. And then you have to have the units or else you get thrown off. In the book they have, instead of 36, they have 3 and 12 because they went from inches to feet and feet to yards. Okay, let's do another one. These are kind of easy, but it's nice to have a little break. Use unit multipliers to convert square kilometers to square miles. This one looks fun. So you start out with what they give you, and we have square kilometers. So we have to go into the English system from the metric system. So we have to work our way down to centimeters so that we can convert centimeters. Wow, this one seems like it's going to be really long, so this will be kind of fun. Alright, so we have kilometers, we want to go to meters. So we know that there's 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. We're going to need 2 of those. 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. We need 2 of them because we have kilometers squared. Now these both cross out. Okay, meters into centimeters. So we know that there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter. We need 2 of those. I'm going to run out of room. Okay, now both of these meters cross out, these meters. Now we need to take centimeters to inches. So we know that there's 2.54 centimeters in 1 inch. I'm just going to carry on down here. So 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. So let's see, these cross out with these 2 guys. Now we have to take inches into miles. So the conversion factor we're going to use is 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So we need to get it from inches to feet now. So we know that there's 12 inches in 1 foot. We need 2 of those. You can just put quantity squared if you'd want to. Okay, now our inches cross out. Now we have to go to feet into miles, so that's not too bad. 5,280 feet in 1 mile. This will really help you in chemistry. I guess a lot of you are already in chemistry. 5,280 feet per 1 mile. The feets cross out, and you would multiply all these together on the top, divide them by all the numbers on the bottom. The book just leaves them all written out, but it would be better if you did it in your calculator. Okay, the last problem we're going to do is percent by weight. This is pretty easy. I pretty much just did the whole problem. What percent by weight of Na2S2O2 is sodium, which is the Na part? They give you the weight, and sodium is 23, sulfur 32, oxygen is 16. So you figure out how much they weigh. There's 2 sodium atoms, so you have to take it times its weight, so it's 46 grams of sodium. Sulfur, you have to take, there's 2 of those times its weight, 64 grams, and there's 3 atoms of oxygen, so you have to take your oxygen times 16 and you get 48. The total amount of this molecule is 158 grams. They want you to figure out the percent by weight of sodium. So sodium is 46 grams out of 158 grams. So you just divide that out and you're going to get 29% would be the answer to that. So you take that divided by the total. And that's how you do it. They didn't ask us what the, they only asked for sodium. You can do all these. Of course, sulfur would be 41% and oxygen would be 30%. Alright, if you have any questions, we can get them answered in a second.